Breaking news changes everything in 60 seconds.
This is the W2 Report with Sanji Homura. Here's Sanji.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another exciting episode of the W2 Report. I am your host, Sanji Homura. Today, breaking news changes everything as we go over the ground rules.
Rule number 1, being up the dick. Rule number 2, if you are being the dick, please refer to rule number 1.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to bring back our third man in the ring, Mr. Thomas.
Hey, hey, ho, ho. Some breaking news has got to go.
And, of course, we are joined by our former child, Mr. Vaughn.
Thomas, I didn't like the way you said, hey, hey, ho, ho. I don't like being referred to that way, buddy, but it's okay. I'll forgive you.
That's not what you said last night.
That is true. Now I'm pregnant. Anyway.
Also joining us again, we have Mr. Lindgren.
Yeah, I'm also filling in the role of the fifth wheel.
Ooh.
Well, somebody has to be in the rear with the gear.
Don't worry, Thomas. It's not gay as long as our balls don't touch.
Oh.
No homo.
All right. Now that we
homo.
lost our monetization for this video,
Well,
let us discuss the game developer that needs no introduction anywhere in the gaming civilized world. I'm not referring to Digital Homicide this time. I'm referring to Sergey Titov.
Damn it, that was my second choice. I was going to guess Todd Howard.
aha.
All right. Mr. Sergey Titov happens to be lead developer of a studio called Arctos Entertainment. If you don't know what that is, we want whatever you're selling. Arctos Entertainment was responsible for games such as Big Rigs Over the Road. Well, not necessarily that one in particular. That was Sergey Titov himself. But Arctos Entertainment was responsible for the War Z,
Oh, jeez.
among other variations of the game. And we've been radio silent with Sergey Titov for good gods, nearly 10 years. And
Wow.
all of a sudden, Sergey, there was a game called Project L33T that popped up on Big Fry's radar. And Big Fry naturally has some concerns and compared some developers of Holmgard Games, the developers of Project L33T, to their work history and found out that they were working for Arctos Entertainment. So naturally, Big Fry had some concerns and he publicized them in a video. Well, the developers did not like that
I wonder why.
and sent him an email.
Which you just happen to have handy.
Yes. Yes, and hey, Nimbus, welcome to the stream. So, it's point 2 that I want to hammer home today. Arctos Entertainment and Connection, in quotation marks. They said in their initial email, as far as they are aware, Arctos ceased all game development activities a few years ago. We have several team members who previously worked at Arctos and were involved in games such as War Z and Shattered Skies. Additionally, some of them are currently working on large AAA games at major studios like Blizzard, DICE, etc.
Not
Hey,
quadrupling.
Raz.
Hey, Raz.
Of course. Now we have quadruple A studios.
Quote unquote.
Quadruple A mobile games.
Raid Shadow Legends.
Unfortunately for these developers, they just so happen to be, shall we say, lacking in certain awareness. This statement by Holmgard Games reads like, we investigated ourselves and we found no such connection.
Yup.
Thorough.
So
Oh, absolutely.
let's proceed to the next slide. Big Fry Respond said, yeah, I never said in the video it was a scam, definitely. Multiple times I gave it the benefit of the doubt and commented on my opinion that looks kind of decent. And even the title expression implies what it could be a scam. And he gives timestamps here of 11:20. I even say, I'm not going to tell you not to buy it. Do you? And so it goes on until 2 days later, when Big Fry received that in his email that morning.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, a copyright strike by Project L33T.
Wow.
Well, that's obnoxious.
Yeah. Big Fry not involving not his first rodeo with false DMCA strikes. Filed immediate counter notice, and things moved on from another. And here's a statement from the Project Lead official Discord account.
Ooh, official Discord.
Stating that we didn't took video down because he was talking bad about company. Instead, he have used copyrighted material to talk about different company and different games that he had experienced in the past. Then alleged because of that experience, some of the employees of Holmgard Games were involved in criminal activities.
Yeah,
okay,
I'm going to throw the brown bullshit challenge flag on that one.
Upon
Wait,
further review,
so
this
he
challenge
was
was
talking
successful.
bad.
I mean, he was implying that certain employees of Holmgard Games were involved in legal criminal activities.
See, that's just implying, not exactly saying it. That's fine.
You know what?
I mean,
you know what?
essentially, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. This isn't a copyright issue, like, at all.
No, this is a defamation strike.
Okay.
Yeah.
He received a copyright strike. Was in bold text even.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, a defamation strike a defamation claim would be entirely different.
Right, and Big Fry can't fight those, even
Nope.
this channel as large as it is. But we're not here to give this bad developer any ideas now, aren't we?
Well, at least without getting paid. No.
Well, here's the thing, though. Our viewers need to know the difference and how this motherfucker has used the DMCA system improperly.
Right. Moving on. And this is the legal representative from Holmgard Games.
Ooh, dead lawyer.
Wow. That's
Yeah. And yeah, they basically were they what was that one phrase that Viva Fry always says? Confession through projection?
Yep.
Yeah, this is confession through projection.
What this is teeny weeny ice vision.
Mm-hmm. Let's move on, because we got a lot of material to go through. This is Big Fry's response to the legal representative for the first time. And Big Fry's right on point 2, which I'm going to read for you.
Please do, because that is tiny.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is tiny. None of that you're claiming here is copyright infringement, which is what the DMCA is supposed to be used for. I have filed a counter notification for the striked video, and I'd urge you to consider removing the strike. If this goes to court, which I really don't have to get to, I will be willing to fight to set even more precedent that filing DMCAs because of things said in a video is not only bad for the entire internet, but also against the law.
Yeah, fair enough.
And he also mentions on point 3, I will not be signing anything for your company, nor will I engage in this strange tactic of strike first, befriend later. Good. Moving on. And they want to press the whole reset button.
Yeah.
And Mr. Lawrence got a reply from Big Fry saying, enough back and forth. At the heart of this issue is your reference to well-documented scam projects. We have not been able to locate the document blah, 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 bullshit. My answer to this, based on the online discourse around the games, as well as my own experience with being involved with pre-ordering the War Z, Romero's Aftermath, Infestation, Shattered Skies, Wild West Online, and other Sergey Titov projects. I genuinely was scammed out of my money multiple times, as was many other people, hence the thousands of articles and videos from online from other entities. Failing to deliver on a product promise, in these cases saying you will develop the game fully, then not doing that is a scam. Good. Good on Big Fry.
Yeah, fair play.
Then they said they were, yeah. Then they said that they were withdrawing the DMCA request submitted to YouTube. We will circle back to this a little later. But suffice to say, as of press time this morning, the video in question is still down. My position is if you reinstate the video by dropping the false DMCA claim, I will be good to move forward from this point on without the need for a courtroom. The next day. I'm not sure if this is going to happen tomorrow or Monday, but the decision to retract it was communicated with the legal team. We assert that our request is reasonable and complied with U.S. copyright legislation. Bullshit!
Oh dear.
Mm.
Next slide. Look, I appreciate the goodwill gesture of removing the strike, which they haven't. My plan is to move forward from this, not necessarily staying away from the project. Still curious to see how it all turned out. And blah, 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 blah.
They forgot to mention that if what they did was illegal, YouTube wouldn't have let them do it.
Yeah. Blah, blah, blah,
Now
blah,
you're
blah.
just talking crazy. I mean, YouTube would never let illegal stuff happen.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, they're owned by Gerbil. Of course they will.
Blah, 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 blah. We don't need to agree on that for sure. It doesn't matter now. Anyway, and the very next sentence he says, this is indeed true, and we sincerely hope for a next level, similar level of understanding from your side as well. For us, an applicable solution to this shit show we've gotten ourselves involved in would involve the removal of your latest video linked, as well as any re-uploading any edited version of the original video with the word scam, not used toward our companies or employees or Project Leap.
Doesn't seem like an amicable way of doing it, but okay.
That's
Okay.
Now we're talking about scorched earth tactics.
Yeah. Guys, I'm not sure I can be more clear. I'm not removing the video, nor am I rescinding my thoughts on the matter.
Wow.
Good. The word amicable for me is thrown out the window when we're discussing how to move forward, and you are keeping a false DMCA strike above my head. Just preach.
They've only got 2 weeks to file paperwork or get this video back anyway.
Right.
2 weeks from the day of the strike.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, it's 2 weeks. Yeah, no, it would be the day of the strike. And Big Fry immediately went and,
File the counter notification.
yep.
Blah, 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 blah. More gaslighting. Yes, although I still feel you are obtuse to the situation to allow me to clarify your position as of this moment. Yes, you will remove the fraudulent DMCA strike if only I remove the latest video. More gaslighting.
Damn, this went on for a
And
long
here
time.
we go. Here is the email that they sent to YouTube. This letter serves as a formal request from Holmgard Games under direction of Lawrence Thompson to rescind our previously submit notice for the removal of content. We hereby request the cancellation of our removal request and the subsequent reinstatement of the previously identified complaint. Despite our unwavering belief that the content in question infringes upon various rights held by our organization, including but not limited to copyright infringement violations and violations of the fair use doctrine, we will not have enough time to compile and file with the federal legal case within the 10-day response period mandate by YouTube's policies. Accordingly, we have elected to pursue legal resolution in this matter outside the purview of YouTube's procedural framework at this time.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Big Fry should have been pissed at this point.
Well, I would have been. Actually, no, I would not have been. I mean, okay, motherfucker, bring it. You can't get blood out of the stone at this point. You really can't.
I'm right here. Do it now.
And this is Big Fry telling him that he's going to shut up until the claim has been formally released, which it hasn't. Holmgard is claiming that the strike is now in the hands of YouTube. Now, notice that from sender, Holmgard Dev.
Isn't it BizDev?
This will make an important point later. And this is Holmgard still saying the offer to play the game as it currently stands without acquiring a non-disclosure agreement remains valid. Blah blah blah. And here we go. Holmgard BlizzDev.
Oh,
Note
dear.
designed by Bit. Paging Arctos Entertainment.
It's almost like they're involved.
It's very much like they're involved. Yes.
Just slightly.
A little
Yes.
bit. You know,
And when
kind
you
of like
sign up-
being a little bit
yeah.
pregnant.
And
Or a
when-
little bit dead.
Permission through involuntary leak.
And
Unforced
note,
error
Note
is what
this.
that is.
Note this. Yeah, this is an unforced error. Now, I stated on Twitter, by
X.
way of the X, whatever you want to call it, through the W2 Report Twitter account, that there was a connection between Arctos Entertainment and Holmgard Games. The fact that Holmgard Games is a company in the UK that is currently producing tabletop content for board games, basically.
Wow. Wow.
Now, if Holmgard Games was a false name, Sid Alpha did the heavy lifting on this one, but because Holmgard Games was not incorporated in California or in Seattle or in Delaware, but guess
Already worked.
what is?
Huh.
Arctos Entertainment is still registered in Delaware.
Oh, well. That sounds like a potential issue.
Yes. And according to the website Open Corporates, Arctos Entertainment is a company in good standing since 2008.
Oh, what, 16 years?
That is 16 years, sir. I did not even have this channel for 16 years.
2008 was too early for a YouTube account.
Yeah, 2008 would be too early for me on a YouTube account. Because
For anybody.
yeah.
I don't think YouTube launched until let's say it's 2009.
Yeah.
I thought it launched in 2006.
Did it? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Arctos Entertainment was around since 2008. And they are still around.
They're just not doing any business.
They're just not doing any business. Well, actually, let me rephrase. Since the allegation is proven now, they are doing business as Holmgard Games. If I were the UK Holmgard Games, I would file a trademark. I would file a trademark dispute immediately, like just this morning.
They probably don't know about it.
They probably don't know about it, but if my name was being tarnished by Sergey Titov like this, that would be one major problem that needs to be rectified. And get this, not only did Big Fry spoil the surprise of Arctos Entertainment being linked to Holmgard Games, he also had Lana Titov's LinkedIn posted in the same email.
Ooh.
That proved that Lana Titov, the wife of Sergey Titov, was involved in Holmgard Games since its inception.
Damn, this just gets, layers upon layers.
That's the way. That's just the way it is sometimes.
Yeah, and not to mention, it exposes a lot of problems, not the least of which being YouTube's copyright system.
Yep.
How would Holmgard Games know where to strike Big Fry?
If they that would be if they filed the strike, if they were the ones to file the strike.
They are the ones that filed the strike. As a matter of fact, I would be willing to bet money at this point that Sergey Titov filed the strike.
How much money are we talking?
Minimum bet is $500 bison dollars.
Cool.
Done.
How
Are we
many
talking
Dogecoins
M Bison
you
dollars?
want to put up?
Yes, we are talking M bison dollars. Now, here's their response. Through our connections, Sergey offered help with fundraising as part of the effort that introduced us with the Games Fund. As part of this deal, we acquired certain assets from Arctos, which, to be clear, did not include any rights to its previous games, nor the assets of those games, or any rights to exploit those games, etc., etc., etc.
This was, that just shows how easy it is to get a favorable contract with yourself.
Yep. This was done through a process called ACQUIHIRE.
Yes, it's Aquahire essentially, but
Aquahire. And as a result, we did not possess ownership of the former Arcos, Microsoft, Amazon, and Teams accounts. Bullshit.
yeah.
Well, they weren't looking to exploit assets anyway, just customers.
Yeah.
Wow. I swear, some people's children.
Well, it's just talent acquisition. That's all it is. It doesn't entitle you to the teams and stuff like that. It's just the people.
And really, if you're going to be fair with some of the games that have come out in AAA, at least, how much talent are they actually acquiring?
Not much.
Yeah.
Not much if their brain dead response to Big Fry is anything to go by.
Yeah.
It's almost like they hired former Gawker employees, given how tone deaf they are.
or it's this. Actually, let me bring back up the email.
Well, it's just hiring people for literally the people, not the they're buying a company and getting the people, not necessarily the resources.
The SEC does not maintain a registry of all companies in the USA.
No.
In fact, there is no single global database of U.S. registered companies, as each state operates its own database and follows its own registration procedures. That is actually true.
But you could use one to search others. It's possible to do.
Right.
Okay, so there is, at least in theory, a database that covers the entire U.S.
The reason why many companies are registered in Delaware and often have a mailing address there is because Delaware offers one of the most robust legal frameworks for businesses.
Yeah, and a significant lack of what do they call that? Oh yeah, taxes, corporate taxes.
Additionally, most U.S. states do not require companies to list their beneficiaries.
This is true.
That is true. But what they do require, however, is a registered agent.
Yep. In fact, to get a license to actually own a physical object, a physical location in some other state, you must have one of those.
Yep.
Because you still have to have a business license in whatever state you're talking about. And if you do not, they will kick your door in, tell you you're doing it fucking wrong, and then confiscate everything. At least that's the way they do it here.
Now, I'm going to show you one last thing.
Pardon me.
Well, except in California, they do that even if you're doing it right.
Now, this is the entity details for Arctos Entertainment Group LLC. As you can plainly see, they are still active.
That just means they've been paying their dues.
Yeah.
Which aren't terribly hard. Which isn't terribly hard. I think it might only be a couple $100 a year plus a very tiny percentage of whatever money you were bringing in from sales.
Now, if there is one thing to note about all this, is that Arctos Entertainment has been active since 2008. That is an awfully long time to be scamming people out of money for their shit games. Oh, and by the way, Holmgard Games, I will be able to fight this tooth and nail if you decide to make me share the same fate as Big Fry.
You know what that means? Get bent.
Get all the bent.
All the bent and then some.
We offer
Now-
20% more bent.
Well, with no loss of taste.
We'll even throw in a Hovind. I don't know which one, but yeah.
I'd rather Kit Hovind be thrown in there.
Why can't? You get more use out of Eric.
That's true. Although I'm not sure why Eric would be worse than Kent, but you know.
No, it's just that he'll be at it long after Kent's dead.
Okay, that's fair.
Never mind. He owns all of the. He owns that particular quote unquote ministry. And Kent himself has access to, but does not own himself, a huge chunk of property in Alabama. Somebody bought it for him and retains the deed for it, so that can't be attacked for taxes again. Eric, on the other hand, is taking in money just like his dad used to, except he saw what happened to his dad and yeah, taxes paid on time every time.
Mm-hmm. Well, unfortunately, outside of some final thoughts, we're going to have to wrap this up here.
Very fitting that the tax man himself is there as well.
Undercover angel. All right. Yeah. So, if there's nothing more to say, I guess this will do it for us here today. Remember to do the YouTube-y things. And beware, the tax man cometh.
Hello, folks. This is Morgan Freeman. This concludes our broadcast day. I'm Morgan Freeman. Good night.